गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः.
Welcome to Chai with Manju. Our special guest today is a physician, a woman of science who for over 30 years has dedicated her life to spirituality and service of others. She is also the recipient of Lifetime Achievement Award 2017. Let us meet Shashikala Dwarkanath. Shashi, congratulations and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Manju. It's a pleasure to be here and an honor. And actually, I'm humbled that you considered me for this and have, given me this award. And it's been a big journey, and I think we're going to be discussing about that as well.
Yes.
So, looking forward to, answering some of those questions of yours.
Well, one of my favorite quotes. They're the two most important days in life. The day that you're born and the day you find out the purpose of your life. So, before we get to the purpose, let's talk about where you were born and about your early childhood.
I'm from Bangalore, Karnataka.
Okay.
And, middle class family, wonderful parents, 4 daughters and a son. And I think my father's biggest influence was that he wanted all his daughters educated. So he was the big force in getting me to medical college. And as I think I've mentioned, I went to Bangalore Medical College in India and then completed my studies at Guy's Hospital in London.
Okay.
And my mother wanted the best out of us in everything we did. I think that was, something that has stuck in my head. She was a disciplinarian, which is good. I can see the results of this in later life.
Okay.
And so, wanted us to excel in everything we did. And so we tried hard to please her.
That's very typical of Indian parents and children, right?
Doesn't change, does it?
No. Now, you had mentioned somewhere that Swami Radhakrishna ji was an important influence on you as a teenager. Would you like to share some of that with our viewers?
Yes. He was a gentle saint, as I call him, and introduced through my parents-in-law, actually, and was responsible for me memorizing the Vishnu Sahasranama, which I can recite. But, through my days of knowing my husband, Dwarkanath, and then getting married to him, he was instrumental in directing that part of my life. And he did so with so much of compassion and did what was best for me, that it stayed with me through life, actually, his blessings and grace. So, very important.
Okay. So, tell us, when did you move to United States?
In 1982, when Dwarka took a position of an attending at Beth Israel Hospital. He was an anesthesiologist. And so we moved from England to US at that time. And we have to do our usual exams and everything. I had to do all that before I started my professional career here in US at Children's Hospital Medical Center.
And you're a pathologist?
I'm a pathologist, yes.
And you're also the Chief of Pathology at Lawrence General and then Lowell Memorial, right?
First at Lawrence General, and then I was the chief at Lowell General till very recently. And so one of the, I think, an important thing in my life was taking over the department at Lowell General, bringing my own group of pathologists. And I think it made a huge difference in the lives of patients, the physicians in the hospital.
Absolutely.
And I really thank the supportive administration at Lowell General Hospital for this as well. They've been extremely supportive, and it helped me do something really wonderful in my life, I feel, with this new position at Lowell General.
Okay. Now, we're going to talk about year 1989, when something extraordinary happened in your life. Swami Chinmaya, who's the leader, who's the founder of Chinmaya Mission, he came to your house, and then subsequently your husband Dwarka became the president of Chinmaya Mission. How was that experience? What was that experience like?
I think in 1989 it was the first encounter with Swami Chinmaya. But he came and stayed with us in 92, and I think that was a turning point for me. And I think after that there was no looking back. My involvement in Chinmaya Mission got more solidified. I used to do the Bal Vihar starting from his visit in 1989, but I think after his visit in 92, my commitment became much more stronger. It became my passion in a way to be with children and bring the values, the tradition and our culture to children as well. And
you always like to teach, right?
Yes, I've always wanted to be a teacher.
And you love children, right?
I love children, yes.
And the Bal Vihar, this is what is Bal Vihar. Okay, it started in the basement of your house, I heard.
This is a typical story of many Chinmaya Mission centers over the world. So, I won't take too much credit for that, but yes, it started in my basement and with about 15 to 20 children. And then I just felt like taking it out to whoever wanted it. So I would do classes in Burlington in somebody's house in the mornings, then drive to Framingham on a Friday evening, Nashua on another Friday evening. So anybody who wanted this, I just wanted to make sure I could do something about it. So I used to drive a lot and loved it anyway.
How did you balance the medical profession with this so well?
I got so much joy out of this that I didn't even think I was balancing anything. I really mean it.
A lot of harmony there.
Yeah, and I mean work, you have to do your work, you have to do it well. And so there was no question about that. I mean, that was my duty. But this was giving me so much joy. I think I was energized by doing this. So, yes.
Okay. And then I read it was on August 8th, I believe 1999, right? That's Swami Tejmanananda. He came, you met him, and then the process of this center that we know now in Chinmaya Mission Boston started, right? So tell us a little bit about that.
We met Swami Tejmanananda in, actually we had gone for a family camp, and we met him there, myself, Dwarka, and a friend of ours, Mala. And Swamiji asked us two questions. He said, now you tell me whether Chinmaya Mission has made a difference in your life. That's the first question. And then he said, do you want this work of the mission to continue after your commitment, ends? And he said, don't give me any answers right now. You think about it. But we just walked out of his room and we said, what's there to think? It's made all the difference in our lives. And then, of course, we wanted to continue. So we went back and said, of course, Swamiji, it has to continue. And, so obvious. And he said, in that case, you should think of having a center here in the Boston area. And after that, the ball just kept rolling. And within 3 weeks, we found the place for the center now, right in Andover.
Absolutely.
And so many friends came to support us. And I think they just made it happen afterwards.
So when you do good things, the planets line up and you get the blessings, right?
Yes.
And this mission, this site is so beautiful, and I heard that it was chosen very well because it's near the river Shawshane. That's how in Hindus also we like temples near a river, right?
Yes, the Shawshane River is right there. And I think it just all fell together, it all came together. And but it looks like, we went and chose this place, but it just happened.
It was waiting for you. It was on the market for quite a while.
It was on the market for a while. And then a neighbor of ours who's a realtor, my husband would always make fun and say, hey, show me a property for my church, he would say. And she just came 3 weeks after this conversation with Swamiji and took him to this place. And Dwarka said, this is it. And within no time, we started collecting funds, and it took off from
I
there.
heard he already paid a deposit before he asked anybody, right?
He is like that. I think people who know him, will agree. Yes.
I love that story. And what started as students in the basement and a small project in a way, and now it's become this huge enterprise. No, I wouldn't call it. It's a huge mission now. You have 700 students and how many? 150 teachers now who are volunteers?
All volunteers. It's amazing when we have a general body meeting and we call the volunteers. More people are on the stage than in the audience. It's so wonderful. Completely run by volunteers. Well-trained teachers. We have a curriculum and over 650 children between the 4 locations we run the Bal Vihar program in. Yeah.
How many students do you think you've had over the years? Must be thousands, huh?
I would say thousands, 30 years.
Yes.
30 years.
And
yes.
if you go there on Sunday in Chinmaya Mission, it is such a wonderful feeling.
Yes. It's great to be there on a Sunday.
It's like, it's just that energy in that place is extraordinary.
Yes.
And followed by wonderful food too.
Of course. Our team will be very happy to hear about this. Yes. They take a lot of effort to make sure that everyone is fed well.
Absolutely. Now, what is spirituality to you?
Spirituality should not be thought of just as a scriptural text adorning a bookshelf. Spirituality should not be just this intellectual ideas and feeling proud about that knowledge.
Okay.
And spirituality is not just a feel-good philosophy either. It has to permeate every aspect of our lives. So there's no separation from my work, my home, or this thing called spirituality. It should be in every aspect of my life. It has to be relevant to me and has to make things, better or actually help me bring the best at every situation. So this is what is spirituality. There's no separation between spirituality and my life.
A oneness.
Yes.
So, are you a believer in destiny?
Manju, yes. And I also believe that we are in charge of it as well. So, in the Hindu religion, we have the karma theory.
Right.
You might not even want to go into that. For every action, there's a reaction, right? We know that from science too. So, there will be a result. The result might come immediately or in a few days' time, a few years' time, or as in our case, in the medical degree, it takes a few years, right, for it to happen. So, there will be a consequence to any action that we do. And the Hindu religion believes in this reincarnation.
Absolutely.
So we have to experience the results of our actions. So that is the destiny we are bringing forward into this life, right? So we are responsible. So that's something which has been shaped by us, actually. That's our choice. But look, right now, we have a free will to shape our future destiny. So the choice is ours again. So we can make our, shape our destiny for the future. Sure, whatever has landed right now, where we are right now, is a product of our past actions.
Law of karma.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that you can understand it from the science point of view,
Yes.
or as we talk, the karma
Spiritual,
theory as
yes.
well.
And you spent last 2 years in Mumbai in an ashram learning about Vedanta and our scriptures, and now you are the Acharya, the spiritual head of Chinmaya Mission Boston. Tell us about that journey. What made you want to do that, and just the whole concept behind it, and why did you do it? And was it a sudden decision or something you wanted to do for a long time?
I think it was brewing in me because I would attend a lot of camps. I had done quite a lot of self-study on my own, but it had not come together for me.
Okay.
Because I wanted to understand this. How does Vedanta convey this oneness message? How is it possible? And so, yes, I was studying. Yes, I was going to camps. And somehow it had not come together. And so this feeling that I have to give a certain portion of my time dedicated to that, to this learning, was there very strongly in me.
Okay.
But I had a family, and of course I was very busy with my profession as well. So I was waiting for the right time, and it did come. And so spending those 2 years in Mumbai, 1 year in Mumbai and 1 year I had to do the studies on my own here because
okay.
I was still the chief at Lower
Right.
General Hospital.
Okay.
So together has
Mhm.
made a tremendous difference. I can tell you now that I know what our scriptures say,
Okay.
and that message is clear to me.
Uh-huh.
And it's now the practice of it that I have to bring into my life every day.
Uh-huh.
So
What is the essence of what you learned?
the essence is the essence of Vedanta,
Uh-huh.
which is this oneness between me as an individual and this entity we call God.
Okay.
That is the essence.
Mhm.
And once we understand how that is possible,
Mhm.
then you see oneness everywhere. And when that happens,
Mhm.
where is the time for jealousy, hatred,
Right.
dislike?
Mhm.
All that sort of falls away.
Mhm.
Would we treat one part of our body different from the other?
Mm.
So that
True.
message sinks in more and more as we,
Mhm.
get this message rooted in us.
Mhm.
And I would say that's this message of oneness.
Mhm.
And to get clarification and to be established in that
Mhm.
is the message of this Vedanta.
How do you think these 2 years changed you as a person? Did they change you in any way?
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
of course. I think I've understood myself better,
Okay.
understood this concept of God so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Not somebody sitting remote on clouds and
Mhm.
dispensing judgment.
Uh-huh.
So much of responsibility is given to me in my hands to
Mhm.
bring the change from within myself.
Okay.
And as Swami Chinmayananji would say, inner perfection would lead to world perfection, individual perfection to world perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And the vision of Chinmaya mission itself is inner transformation.
Now, as the spiritual head of Chinmaya Mission in Boston, what are some of the things that you would like to do?
I want this message of spirituality to reach everybody.
Mhm.
No one should be afraid
Mhm.
of spirituality, no
like-
one, because,
Mhm.
and also to delve into our scriptures.
Mhm.
To me, if I can make it, if people get comfortable with our scriptures
Uh-huh.
and don't feel it strange, I think that's one mission accomplished for me.
Tell me a little bit about your life. We know you're married to Dwarkaji,
Yes.
and you have 2 children, right? Bharat
Yes.
and Maya, and you have 6 grandchildren.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your family.
I have a great supportive husband who has been one of my biggest supporters in this journey of mine, whether it's professional or whether it's a spiritual life,
Mhm.
a true partner. So I'm very, grateful for that. And he
Mhm.
really has helped me grow.
Mm-hmm.
So Dwarkanath, as many people know, is a fun-loving person.
Energetic.
Extremely energetic, but has done some great things himself and has been such a support to me. So that's my dear husband, and my children, Bharat and Maya. Bharat is a fellow at Children's Hospital
Oh my
Medical
goodness,
Center. He's
okay.
doing his pediatric surgery, fellowship there. And then he has 3 children. And
Okay.
then Maya, she's an attorney, immigration lawyer, and she's in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Okay.
And she has 3 children as well. So all under the age of 8 at this moment, yes.
What is it like being a grandmother?
I love it. love it. I just spoil them. I just love them. And, it's great to be with them.
Now, some of the fun things we want to know about you.
Mhm.
I know that you write beautiful poetry. So, would you mind sharing something with our viewers?
I wouldn't mind at all.
Sure.
I'll read just a couple of
Okay.
verses from this
Okay.
poem. It's called The Winter's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I see a beauty in this dark, dreary day,
Mm-hmm.
the reason for which words cannot say. It brings a smile into my heart and face, a feeling of quietness, of knowing His grace. A feeling arises deep in my bosom of warmth, joy, peace, and freedom. Appears to embrace the vastness of space, a feeling of oneness, unity, and grace. Time stands still, thoughts hushed and gone. Words no more needed, silence has dawned.
Mm-hmm.
A deep sense of gratitude for the chance to be one with the universe of love and peace.
That is so beautiful. You have to write a book about poetry.
I don't know about that, but I enjoyed these, comes in a moment of quietness and probably what my deepest feelings are.
Absolutely, that's so beautiful. And you love to play Veena also?
Yeah, I've been a student of Durga for a long time.
Yes, I talked to Durga. Okay. And also I heard that you learned a little bit dance when you were younger, right? From Jyoti.
You wrote... now unraveling history as well. We'll share that too. Many years ago, when I first came to this country, I started classes with my daughter, with Jyoti Raghavan. And then very soon, my very assertive daughter said that I was learning things too fast and she didn't want to come to dance anymore.
That's so funny.
Yes, and so I decided it's her thing to enjoy now. So I stopped.
Okay. You have a very good close-knit group of friends too.
Oh, so supportive. It's my family, my family away from home.
Really?
And they've been there for everything in our lives.
Yes. I heard a very interesting story that how some of your girlfriends, you guys used to go to New Jersey, right?
Yes, our shopping
Durga
trips.
is the culprit there. Okay.
Yeah, we used to have sleepovers, we got to movie nights together and then dinner together. We've done a lot of fun things. And we are a true family, all of us, Yeah.
You're so blessed. You have your family of friends, Chinmaya family.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
so wonderful.
Yes.
So wonderful. So that brings me to the last part, which is called the rapid response. So whatever comes to your mind, you tell us.
Okay.
And what do you think is your biggest strength?
My biggest strength is what I've gained from the spirituality. I think it's brought a lot of balance to my life and my thinking.
Okay. And what do you think is your weakness?
I think, we still have to work on our reactions, and that's an ongoing process. It'll get better.
We keep working on it,
Yes.
right? Who do you think is or was your mentor, the best mentor?
I would say Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Completely turned my life.
Okay. And a role model? Anybody is your role model around you?
I just recently finished my training under an Acharya called Swami Bodhatmananda.
Okay.
And the way he has put his heart and soul into this teaching is what I would like to emulate as I, work here at Chinmaya Mission, Boston.
Okay. Now, as a Bostonian, I know what a huge impact Chinmaya Mission Boston has had on all of us as a community. What do you think the impact it has globally?
Many of the mission statement, the mission motto, the vision actually explains that beautifully.
Okay.
Yeah. So the vision of Chinmaya Mission is individual transformation.
Okay.
And so you might ask, how does it happen? Then the mission statement says to provide to individuals from any background. It's not just Hindu, any background, the wisdom of Vedanta. Because message of Vedanta is a message of unity. And and also practical means to get to that, point. And recognizing this unity, one can not just help being a positive contributor to the society after that. So if people get this message, you just contribute to the society. That's our life mission after that. So that is Chinmaya Mission's impact worldwide.
And we see that in the community, how the whole Chinmaya Mission family comes together to do the work.
Yes.
Right?
Built on all volunteers. Yes, to carry this beautiful message of this oneness. Swami Chinmayananda would say this message of Vedanta makes a Hindu a better Hindu, a Christian a better Christian, a Muslim a better Muslim. You don't have to change your religions. Get this message of oneness. Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.